the Zillis and Trillis Sports Show in upstate New York, hosted by your boy Gil.
It's your girl, Brittany B.
Your boy King Cater. You already know how we rocking.
And y'all already know, man, crazy weekend sports, so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all already know, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan.
Thank you. We got a good pick from y'all today.
Hey, y'all can have it.
Yes.
We got about 8 or 9 picks for next season.
That's good.
But I ain't tripping. But what's the real story? Rob Gronkowski retired. How y'all feeling?
Seasons?
Not even 9, I
9
think.
seasons.
9 seasons.
After 9 seasons, Rob Gronkowski, tight end for the New England Patriots, 3-time champion, 5-time Pro Bowler. I mean, how y'all feeling, man? Where does this leave?
Name him the GOAT at receiver wise?
Why tight end?
The greatest tight end ever?
Yeah, can you name him that? After 9 seasons?
I don't think so.
When it's people like Tony Gonzalez that played, 13, 14, 15 seasons?
Agreed.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
That's coming back to the league.
Shannon Sharp? Yeah, he got some great numbers,
It's
too.
people like Jason Witten that's coming back to the league after retirement. It's like, come on, man.
He's great. And then, I mean, the sleepers, people don't even know about because he had a great quarterback, too, but Antonio Gates.
Oh, yeah, Antonio Gates. Oh, yeah.
An amazing receiver out of San Diego.
He just retired. Did he retire?
Last year,
right? He just retired. Yeah.
Amazing. So, I mean, what I'm thinking is basically, I mean, when you look at his career stats, like I said, 5 Pro Bowlers, 3-time champion, 79 receiving touchdowns. You know,
that's dope.
Damn near 8,000 yards receiving.
He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Definitely Hall of Fame. Definitely Hall of Fame. But when it comes to greatest ever, I can't agree with it.
Why?
Well, when you talk about, and some may argue that he is the greatest, but to me, what matters is consistency.
Yeah.
How many rings he got?
He got 3. He's in the convo.
He only played in 1.
I mean,
he played in those ones that they lost. At least the last one.
Can you really, in the NFL, since we are, we 90s babies.
I'm 80s baby.
90s baby.
But I'm saying, though, can you really count rings in the NFL? Because it's only been, besides Brady, only the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Colts.
Can you really count rings in the NFL?
I can agree because, like you say, for that same argument, can you count them? It's been the same teams, but what about the ones that hasn't? Those vast few that do have championships, like the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Cardinals.
But I'm saying they only got like 1 or 2. I'm talking about multiple rings like the Cowboys, which I got like 4 or 5.
5.
Brady got 6 by himself.
But what I'm
saying. Like, can you really count rings as your legacy? Like how we do in the NBA? Oh, this person got a ring. This person got a ring. But in the NFL, does rings count as your legacy? You can't really in the NFL.
Because it's so hard to win. I was telling somebody, like, it is so hard to win a Super Bowl. Like, they have, in the playoffs, they have 1 game. It's go on. In NBA, you got a series. You go down 0-2, you know you can still come back from 0-2. Right. You lose that game, you out the playoffs. It's done. You home. So it's, like, hard to count championships as quality players because everybody's not going to get a championship. Like, but I'm saying it separates you though, because if you get that ring and you are that, that's why my favorite quarterback is Peyton Manning of all time. But Tom Brady is the GOAT. The man got 6 rings. Like, it is what it is. Like, Peyton only got 2.
To back it up.
Yeah, Peyton only got 2. You know,
Eli, a quarterback like Eli, he got 2 rings, but his stats don't really match up with Tom Brady on Tom Brady level.
That's true.
And to me, to put both your arguments to fruition, the rings versus the stats. To me, if you look at a Peyton and an Eli, in my opinion, they're about both right here.
What?
What?
Equal. A Peyton and an Eli is equal?
Well,
only thing that's equal about them is they
last
name.
And a number of rings. That's it.
Right. Peyton does have 2 rings. But minus that last ring that he got because of that dominant defense, let's say he did not win another ring. He got both of those rings. Those 2 rings equate to those same MVPs and stats. No. It's like that's why to me, my argument is you have to have those rings to make it matter. In my simple opinion.
So
you sit here in this very spot today on March 28th, 2019 and tell me that Eli is on the same level as Peyton, bruh?
That I would agree with for 2 simple reasons. for two simple reasons.
Yo, you can't.
Not only am I equating the rings, but it's competition. That same GOAT that you talked about, Eli beat him twice.
Yeah,
2 times.
Eli defense beat him twice.
Him and Belichick 2 times.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm gonna put those rings versus opponent and Peyton's regular season stats. Because let's be honest, how many times have we seen him lose to the same man that Eli beat in the Super Bowl twice in the playoffs? Tom Brady beat Peyton Manning many times.
I think I gotta look that up because for some reason I feel like Peyton Manning. Tom Brady ain't never beat Eli. Tom Brady never beat Peyton Manning. I think I looked this up. No. I looked this up. I remember looking this up over the summer. Like all his.
I'm a fact check it. But
yes, I might be wrong, but I remember looking this up in the stat. I don't think so.
Many times.
I don't think so.
But
look it up.
But what I'm saying is you can't say that they both on the same level when Eli is on the decline the last 2 seasons. I feel like he's been on the decline.
He been in like the last 5 seasons. What
exactly.
you mean?
Peyton never was on the decline. He went out the same way he came in.
He kind of had a decline season, when he got hurt.
Whole year.
Peyton was never on a decline.
Never.
When he hurt his neck. When he hurt his neck.
And that was like his last
years. His last year and a half at Denver. It still went to the Super Bowl.
It was at least 3 years.
Still went to the Super Bowl.
Let's be honest. Let's keep it
Peyton
honest.
Manning is a great
Always
quarterback.
had to win a record.
If you put Eli and Peyton Manning in the same draft, they gonna draft Peyton Manning every time.
Wow, I can't.
You can't do that
every time. I like Eli, but Eli is lucky to get those 2 rings. I don't think Eli's gonna make the Hall of Fame. You
don't beat the Patriots twice by luck.
By defense.
It's not just defense.
That catch wasn't luck. David Tyree wasn't luck.
That catch wasn't luck.
That was a luck. That man hit it, caught it on his helmet like this. That was a luck.
That's not talent, but how many talented receivers are we seeing now? That might have just been the birthing.
I think that's the last time we seen David Tyree.
Yes, I was about to say why he's not in the league no more.
I agree, but that might have been the birthing of these receivers making miraculous catches with an Odell Beckham, with a Jarvis Landry. Receivers left and right. It don't gotta just be Odell. It could be any Jarvis Landry making one-handed catches.
David Tyree.
David Tyree wasn't even the number 1 receiver on that team.
Exactly.
It was just a great catch.
It was just
lucky.
It was a lucky.
It was a lucky.
It was a great catch. You might say it's luck, but what I'm saying is,
you think it's skill?
I definitely think
concentration.
I definitely think it's skill.
It was a good catch. That was a good Super Bowl.
Didn't even win him the Super Bowl. That catch. That was just a monumental moment.
I think that was a Super Bowl worthy.
Their defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And they had a good running game.
Yeah, great running game.
But one thing we can agree on is Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. That connection is finally over. So what does this leave the Patriots?
As long as they got Tom Brady.
I said this last year, but honestly, I think right now they dynasty it's over, man. It's come to an end. I mean, they went out smoking. Tom Brady, 6 rings, you the GOAT or whatever, but it's time for somebody else to take on that legacy, man.
And I feel like to catapult on that, it's definitely teams ready in the AFC to take that from them. But I feel like when you look at Tom Brady,
he's 40.
He is
1.
Bill Belichick. And then you look at these young Sony Mitchell, James, they always find somebody. Let's not forget, Bill Belichick is a defensive guru.
Yeah.
It only in the last years of Peyton Manning, it was his defense that carried him.
Yeah, that's true.
It was defensive depth. It was defensive playmakers.
Let's be real. It was Tom Brady.
No, it wasn't.
It was Tom Brady, man. Let's be real.
This last Super Bowl, I believe the score was, I think they held the Rams, the best scoring offense in the NFL, one of the top scoring offenses in the NFL.
That's a fact.
So, 10 points?
That's a fact. Yeah. But at the same
13,
time,
I can't remember.
When it came down to, all right, let's go down and score. Let's put some points on the board. You have to have points to win. Who was the person to do it? It was Tom Brady with his check down passes and sideline passes.
I agree. Yeah. Is he not still there?
He's still there.
I don't feel like that dynasty is over. When you capitalize Bill Belichick along with that defense, and this is a great defensive draft, and they have many draft picks along with Tom Brady. I mean, Rob Gronkowski barely played anyway. So when you look at that,
he always hurt.
When you look at that,
I think that's the reason he retired.
The only person that scored.
I think that's why he retired.
In the Super Bowl, if you think about it, he the only one that scored.
Rob Gronkowski.
I'm just saying, I don't think the Patriots are done just yet.
I don't think they're done, but I don't think they're gonna go I think the worst thing we could do is doubt Tom Brady, and I think that's why they won last year because everybody doubted Tom Brady, and he I don't see them winning this year. I really see an NFC team winning this year.
Especially with the Browns making their moves, the Ravens on the rise.
Yeah. Let's not go back there. Y'all can check out our last episode of Zeal Talk, and we can go about them Browns, but I'm still not sold on them. But Kansas City definitely a move. Indianapolis definitely a move.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Zeal Talk live this Saturday, definitely a move.
This Saturday, that's a fact.
Saturday the 30th.
Definitely a move. So in my opinion, I think the Patriots are still a top team, a very top heavy team in the AFC.
You can't never count them out.
You can't count out. As long as Tom Brady got somebody to pass, check down, got somebody to catch on the sideline, their defense is fine. They're gonna win 10, 11 games, and they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to miss Gronk, of course.
A lot of people happy that he retired.
We missed Jason Witten, if you ain't see it last year.
Defenders happy he retired.
We couldn't replace Jason Witten at tight end last year, and we really missed Jason Witten last year. Like, there's a lot of plays we could have used him.
Are you rolling with your original statement? The Patriots are done?
Patriots is done. R.I.P. to the Patriots, man. I feel like Tom Brady going to get – I don't want to say this. I hate injury. But for some reason, I feel like Tom Brady gonna get injured.
That LeBron type of injury.
I ain't
that old person. Yeah,
I ain't wishing on him.
It happens.
I think he's gonna have. He's 40.
So let's go into this NFL draft. Let's go into the next chapter because this draft is full of generational talent, in my opinion. It's full of greats. You got Kyler Murray's, Dwayne Haskins at quarterback. The defense is spectacular. I mean, we got defensive ends, defensive linemen, linebackers. Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
So let's go into the NFL draft, and we're gonna start at the number one. We're gonna start and end there because check out our next episode of Zeal Talk when we dive in a little bit deeper into the draft. But we're gonna start right here at the first pick, Arizona Cardinals, number one pick. What do y'all feel they should do? They're at a crossroads. Meet me at the crossroads.
Honestly, with the number one pick, if I'm building a team and they obviously rebuilding. I mean, who do they have? David Johnson is they only star.
And they got Fitz, who signed back.
Yeah, but Fitz is on
and they just signed Sizzle. They got a lot of
Who's their
bets.
quarterback?
They don't have a quarterback.
Josh Rosen just drafted number one last year.
Yeah, but he didn't play up to Baker Mayfield
standards. And I
he didn't play up to Lamar Jackson standards.
And I hate to say this, they had a great coach in Steve Wilkes, but he was a defensive coach.
But
he didn't really have much offensive repertoire to work with.
But as you say that, they did draft a number one quarterback last year, so I'm going to stick with that. And if I'm the Cardinals GM, head coach, I'm going to pick Nick Bosa because I need my defense.
I like Nick Bosa.
Defense win championships.
I like Bosa's
and Nick Bosa is going to be that guy in the NFL. Mark my words.
I'm not picking another quarterback if I'm them. You can't.
You
can't give him 1 year. That's not fair.
I'm going with Nick Bosa as the number one draft pick overall because he's a 20 sack per season type of guy. He's another Khalil Mack. He's another bold statement Cater. He's another Khalil Mack. He's another J.J. Watt. He's another Myles Garrett. You know what I mean? You need that.
I like
that.
He's another Joey Bosa.
Yeah. He's another Joey Bosa little brother. You know what I mean? And I'm picking him with my number one pick.
Wow.
I think I gotta agree.
Brett?
I agree. They don't need a quarterback.
See, in my opinion, and you know what? It's funny that you said this. You said that they should give him more than 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Where was that same mercy when my man Steve Wilkes got fired after winning 3 games?
I didn't think he should have got fired.
Where was that same mercy?
I don't think he should have got fired.
Get him out of here.
I don't.
Josh
think he got
Rosen.
fired.
You give me Josh Party Rosen, UCLA product who want to drink Remy and Henny more than go to practice. Hell nah. Matter of fact, I'm about to get a bold statement. Kyler Murray.
Trade him then. You got to trade him then.
Can they trade him? Team's willing. Yeah, they can trade Josh Rosen. His team's willing to give up a second-round pick.
I got to trade him first.
Give up a second-day trip, man.
I got to let him develop first, man.
Hell no. I'm getting that second-round pick. I'm drafting Kyler Murray.
Number one overall.
Hell,
who got a number 2 pick?
Rosen went 10.
Who got a number 2 pick?
If I'm not mistaken, number 2 goes to you got Arizona number 1. Oakland's up there. The Jets are up there. Number 2, specifically, Oakland and the Jets are up there. I'm not quite sure. But my thing is this. You got Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Who can shape Rosen into something decent.
Yeah.
But you got Kyler Murray who can run your offense after the success we just seen with Mahomes.
I like Kyler Murray.
This kid got a bomb arm.
Yeah, I like him.
Bomb arm.
I think we might see some teams tank for the guy
next year.
Oh, yeah. I love next year,
too. You still got other quarterbacks in the draft, too. You just drafted him at 10. That's a top 10 pick. You have to let him develop. You can't just move on. After one little season, you can't just move on after one little season.
Robert Griffin Jr. went 2nd overall.
And
they didn't wait another year.
He got hurt.
They healthy.
They waited to the 2nd day, the 3rd round, and picked up another top 5 prospect.
He got hurt, Jay.
Who just got paid.
My
man from Minnesota.
He got hurt. He got hurt.
Ding. Yes, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
So that's my thing. They didn't even wait another year. They waited another day. So when you see a generational talent like him, you have to pounce on it.
I just got a great notification. Not to get off topic, but I just got a great breaking news. Jordan Howard to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Nobody care.
Howie, you the GOAT, man. You the GOAT, Howie.
Yawn.
You the GOAT, Howie.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
What y'all give up?
That's from open court. We're going to talk about that open court.
What y'all give?
We're going to talk about it in open court, man.
3rd round pick?
Open court.
6th
I got a lot to say.
Next year's draft or this year's draft? That guy's terrible. You should have picked up
Back to Kyler Murray, though.
Back to Kyler Murray.
You can't pick him number 1, bro. I don't see him. He's number 1 talent, definitely, but you can't go number 1 if I'm the Cardinals.
If I'm the Cardinals,
I'm building from ground up.
I'm starting with
the quarterback at number 10.
If I'm
that was a waste
Cardinals,
of a pick.
Not
you know
at
how
all.
many good people came after him?
It depends on what they could get in a trade for him.
You can get a decent second.
If they can get a decent 2nd round pick, then I'll trade him.
Number
if not,
2 is the 49ers. And they got Nick.
Oh, they got a QB, so they don't need a QB.
Number 3, the Jets.
They got a QB.
Number 4, the Raiders. Number 5, the Bengals. And they got
number
Dwayne.
5, the Bengals.
Number 5, the Bengals is the 5th round draft pick.
That don't sound right to me. That's a projected trade. It has to be. The Bengals finished decently.
Oh yeah, mock trade with the Bucks.
The Bucks
got number 5.
Oh, the Bucks is the one who need a quarterback more than all of them because they moving on from Jameis Winston, right?
Bruce Arians loves Jameis.
Well, I thought I seen something about them moving on from Jameis Winston or thinking about moving on from Jameis.
They might draft one, but Jameis will start this season.
Jameis. Look at how much time they gave Jameis Winston. You got to give Josh.
With the Bucks to move up to get Dwayne Haskins at number 5 for the Bengals. That's what the mock draft.
Possibly, and I hope he drops down to 13 because the Dolphins will love him. All right, but all that NFL aside, it's been a lot of whistles blown. And to be honest, somebody done fouled out this week.
Who you got fouling out this week, man?
It's been a crazy week.
A lot of circus been going on. Who you got fouling out?
It's been a lot of circus. Dumbo dropping this weekend.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great movie. Flying elephants. But what I'm saying, who found out this week? Because what happened this week? What transpired? The Brooklyn Nets in the Staples Center beat LeBron James and the Lakers. Possession in hand. LeBron James slips, falls, turns over the ball, and turns over the playoff chances of the Los Angeles Lakers. My God.
That was a must-win game for them, and then every game after that.
My
but
God.
That game solidified.
Elimination game against the traded D'Angelo Russell in Staples Center.
Ball
in hand, and to win the game, and you lose. LeBron James, you fouled out. And you might foul out this summer. Depending. Wow. It's ridiculous. How y'all feel about that game? Did y'all watch it?
I didn't watch the game. It's too late. I don't watch Lakers games. They come on too late. I be sleep. I got
10:30 prime time.
I understand that they not my team, so I'm going to bed. I watched the highlights and I woke my sister. Did you see how LeBron lost the game? I had to wake my sister up.
And it feel like time after time after time after time.
Is it a New York thing?
It's like LeBron.
I mean, against the Knicks, you get your shot blocked.
It's like LeBron is going out like that time, even in the All-Star game. Like, it's just time after time that I can remember since I've been alive and watching LeBron James on TV, I can count more times that I've seen him come up short than actually hit the game winner.
All the time at the line. At the line,
it's like, come on,
50%.
Bruh. When I'm used to watching Kobe,
make it.
You feel me? I'm used to watching Kobe. And
over 3 people.
Put him up there to GOAT. Don't get me wrong. Stats don't lie. Stats don't lie. But it's like that crunch.
5 beats 3.
I'm like
not mistaken.
I'm like a dog type of player. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I like dogs. Like people that come out when it's 2 seconds left on the clock. Who you gonna get a ball? That's when it really counts.
Yeah.
And it's like all game. Brown been having 30 all game, but as soon as it get down to that wire, when all eyes on you, it's everybody up in their seats, all the fans in their seats.
He ain't got that gene, man.
And you don't got that gene. It's like, damn.
Again.
It's like, damn, man.
And it happens time after time after time.
It happened for 16 years. Yeah, everybody act like they were asleep. Now their eyes is open.
He just don't got it. He just don't got that.
He don't got
He
it.
don't got it. And what really baffles me is now Kyrie's gone. Young Kyrie. You know, young Kyrie. This is ball. Kyrie on 25, 26.
Even not to cut you off, but even in the finals. When Bron had, what, 35.
35? You mean 50?
55 and
that first time
10 and 10. And but who
Even
comes
with
and hit
Kyrie?
the shot? Kyrie.
It's like, who was before that? D-Wade, Ray Allen.
It's like
LeBron James never been a closer.
Damn.
And now he's at the end of his career?
Yeah.
Negro, please. I'm just saying.
Wow.
And
LeBron James.
You fouled out.
That shit crazy.
It happens.
Wow.
It
Father
happens.
time, man. It's undefeated. Don't matter who you is. They thought LeBron was gonna be able to play at that high level. I mean, he's gonna average. He's gonna give you 28 and 8, but them 28 and 8 are empty stats. They're not leading to wins. He don't play no defense. He's 34. He's been in the league for 16 years. This is what it is. It's what happens.
Been to 8 finals.
Been to 8 finals. I mean, you got this man who been playing. If you think about it, he been playing from when they start training camp, probably July, August, all the way till June for 8 years in a row. Like,
Right.
the man,
You could tell he was
Where
kind of on cruise control.
he liked
but
it.
He's still averaging 28.
He's still averaging 28, 8 and 8. He a great player. He's a once in a lifetime
8 and
generation
8?
player. 28, 8 and 8.
I had to fact check that.
You can.
Might be
That's all LeBron James fans tell me. He averaged 28, 8 and 8.
Yeah.
He averaged 28, 8 and 8. You know they round up.
Gotta run
all
up.
the time.
That's all I hear is he averaged 28, 8 and 8.
But anyways, because LeBron James fouled out, we're going to go to his prodigy. The next GOAT, the NCAA tournament. And this is going to get good right here.
It's been good.
It's been good.
It's been real good.
Shout out to all of our teams, the Syracuse and the Buff States and the
Yes, you
upstate
okay,
New York
UB.
teams. We see you. But is Duke the best team in college during this tourney?
No.
After watching last week's game,
No.
Last week's game against UFC?
That they almost lost?
That they almost lost to the 7-6 Taco Fall?
that was a good team.
That's a good
great
team.
team.
That's a great team.
But Duke is still number 1 and they still number 9 and
It
and
doesn't matter.
no, I'm not saying that they're not a good team, but it showed me that people were saying that Duke was the best college team ever to ever play
But when you
ever.
run up against a wall, you got to get over it.
They did a good job. They
Taco
fouled him
is a
out.
wall.
They did a good job. They fouled him out, and that didn't. If he was there,
in that game, Duke is gonna take this chip
Oh,
and
no.
run with it.
North Carolina, y'all about to see UNC.
They
UNC
can't-
is
they can't
better
beat-
than North Carolina.
They can't beat Duke with Zion.
UNC is better than Duke.
UNC is better than Duke.
They
yes,
can't
they
beat
are.
Duke with Zion.
They
That's a
played
cool
them
fact.
one.
It don't matter.
They beat
can't
them by
beat 'em.
1
It don't
point. That was a
matter. They
good
can't beat 'em.
game. It was a good game.
They can't
It
beat
came down to the wire. You can't say they can't beat them.
It was a great game.
It was a great game. They won by 1 point. You can't say they can't beat them. They beat them twice.
Duke ain't got a Taco Fall.
Duke, yeah, I like Duke. I like Zion.
I mean,
I like
Duke like
RJ.
Zion a lot.
I like Zion a whole lot. I like RJ Barrett. I like Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish probably my favorite from the whole team. I like all of them. But UNC, I like Kobe White.
you going deep into the.
No, Kobe White played for the UNC.
Okay.
I like Kobe White. I like UNC. I think it's gonna be them in the national championship, and I think UNC is gonna win the national championship.
I think it's gonna be them in the national championship, but Duke is gonna run away with that win. As they should.
You think they're gonna run away with the win?
As they should. Not blow them out. I'm just saying they're gonna take the win.
You gonna take the win?
Hypothetically,
as they should.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say Duke
they got the number 1 and number 2 pick on the same team.
Maybe number 2.
Maybe because John Moran is
he's
jumping.
Too.
Yeah. He jumping.
Yeah.
I want my Bulls to get that number.
Let's just say Duke does win. Where they land in college basketball history?
Definitely
top 10.
Top 10. You got the Fab Five.
It ain't like it's not like they did anything special. Like they were a good team. They didn't go undefeated.
Highlights after highlights.
They were a good team. They had a good team. Like but it wasn't nothing special. Was it better than Carmelo Anthony's Syracuse team? Like,
no,
was it better than Anthony Davis's Kentucky team?
Right. Was it better than? It's a whole lot of teams they lost. So
they lost. Yes.
Was it better than? No, they won. No, I'm saying no. Anthony Davis won. No, I'm talking about
2012.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What you call a loss, but they was undefeated the whole year. They ended up losing.
Is this Zion? I think Zion. This is the most hype that Duke had since Grant Hill.
It's been a while since they had
since Grant Hill.
Duke had Kyrie. Duke had,
but Kyrie didn't play. He was hurt. He played 8 games.
Duke had a huge bust. They had Jaleel Okafor.
They had Jaleel Okafor.
You know
yeah. I don't call him a bust. Though. I don't think Jaleel Okafor is a bust. I don't think he's a bust. I'm not gonna call him a bust.
He's a bust. He's not even playing this season.
He did play this season.
Where?
He played for the Pelicans. And he actually had a very good stretch when Anthony Davis was out. He played very well. He played. Go look up his number. I think it was 10 games where he was averaging 20 and 10 or something like that. I'm not gonna call him
Zion and R.J. Barrett and Cam Reddish and Jones and all them guys. I don't see no. I mean, them is players that's NBA ready right now.
So how you feel about them saying Zion is a top 30 player right now? Right now in the NBA.
I can't.
That was a bold statement by Paul Pierce, but is that one of your?
No, he said top 50.
I can't deny it right now.
He's not a top 30 player. You're not gonna call somebody who ain't ever played in the summer league a top 30 player. They was saying like top 20.
He's just manhandling them kids out there.
I gotta see him.
He played against 7'6" Taco.
I gotta see him,
man. 35. What he had? 35 or some shit like that.
He played good. He played a good game. That was a good game.
That boy's NBA
but
ready.
You gotta see. I gotta see him.
It's like that with him.
I gotta see him play an NBA game first.
It's like that. That kid can ball. He's fast. He
is fast.
6'7", 285. Solid. He's not fat. Solid.
But is he number 1?
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna be number 1 pick no matter who gets the number 1 pick.
You'll be a damn fool not to pick him number 1.
All right, so I think universally speaking, we all agree Zion Williamson is a man child.
Yeah, he's a man
child.
Number 1, regardless if the Knicks, the Bulls,
the Suns,
don't matter.
I
hope he go to the Knicks. I want to see the Knicks do.
I would love it. I would love to see the Knicks.
I want him to go to the Knicks.
But I almost.
After making that stupid trade with Porzingis.
Nah, that's not stupid because they did get a great guard in Dennis Smith, and I would almost love for Zion to pass so we can get KD. I would love for the Knicks to pass on it so we can get KD.
KD don't want to play with LeBron, bro.
The Knicks.
Oh, I thought you said we can get KD.
No. So they can get KD.
Okay, yeah.
And they can get Kyrie Irving.
They can get Zion
gonna
too.
If the Knicks don't do something with this, all that money that the cap space that they
got too much money. Yeah, they got to give it away. So you have to give it away.
And who don't want to play?
We know who's going number 1. Who's going number 2? We
got
got John Morant. We got R.J. Barrett.
Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish not gonna go number 2.
But I'm saying he up there.
It all depends on who gets the number 2 pick.
He up there in the conversation.
Because if the Bulls get the number 2 pick, we're not gonna draft R.J. Barrett because we just traded for Otto Porter, so we don't need a small forward. We need our point guard.
Play the 2.
Yeah,
he can play the 2. We got Zach LaVine. We pay him too much money.
Y'all know how it go on trade day. I mean, draft day trades be coming left and right.
So
out of nowhere.
I think it all depends on who gets the number 2 pick. If you get a team like the Suns, I can see them getting RJ or who. I don't know the draft order.
Brittany, this is what I want to know.
You can't because it's different.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Oh yeah, it's different.
We're not gonna know until.
But the bottom teams is the Knicks, the Bulls, the Suns,
and the Cavs. That's right.
The Cavs. But my thing is that in the Lakers, they might be up there as well.
Yeah,
but I want to know, Brittany, what do y'all need? Because right now y'all looking like the number 2.
The Chicago Bulls.
We need a point guard. So I want to go after. I want John Morant. That boy, yes, and he played. He just remind me of Derrick Rose. Like, oh my gosh, he just remind he athletic. He over here jumping over 7. Like, I need him. Like, I hope my boys get the number 2 pick. If not, we're going to move down. And
stud.
we need a point guard. What?
I move down in the draft?
They got us projected at 4th right now. So, but I'm hoping we get this number 2 pick. We need a number 2 pick. But if we get a team like, if the Cavs, they just drafted Colin Sexton, so they don't need a point guard. They're going to probably go after R.J. Barrett. Right. So it all depends on who get the number 2 pick. It's a toss-up. Either one can go number 2 if you ask me.
All right. And Kaden, I want you to really review these Phoenix Suns, man. What's up with Phoenix?
Phoenix, they drafted
Ayton. That was a good draft.
Devin
Booker is so sick.
Out.
Oh my God.
Problem. He's
like,
been there for 4 years.
But it's like they can't.
And they still get
they need
one pick.
They need a.
But
they need a
I feel like,
point guard and a superstar. They need not a superstar, but they need a solid veteran. Like
I feel like
how would Ja Morant look?
Oh yeah, with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what him and
Devin
Booker? That'd be. They both don't really play that good at defense. They got the. It'd be like Dame and CJ. It'd be like Dame and CJ. That's exactly what it'd be
number
like.
3 seed in the West.
Yeah, that's exactly what it'd be like Dame and CJ.
But honestly, you see what Philly did as building the process. What they draft picks year after year after year.
Yeah.
They drafted Ben Simmons.
It was hit
Then
and
they
miss.
got
They did draft Okafor.
Yeah.
And Norris Noel.
Yeah.
That was a great piece
Yeah.
for OKC though.
Yeah,
I like Norris
Noel.
Noel.
You got to think about it. They drafted until they found their main core.
Yeah.
I think that's what the Suns.
Then
they
they found in superstars. Like, I want to go play with Embiid.
Right.
I don't mind playing with Ben Simmons. And
I feel like the Suns
they'll get
they
it.
Gotta find themselves. It's just Devin Booker right
it's
now.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's a
the
problem.
Devin Booker show.
He can't, and he showed he can't do it by himself.
Oh my God, that boy's a
needs
problem.
help, but
Especially
he's
in
a
the
problem.
West. If he was in the East, he probably would have made the playoffs right now if he was in the
Dropping
East. But in the
70?
West, man, dropping
Come
70,
on now. That kid's a
250
problem.
points straight back to back.
Nobody
problem.
want to play in Phoenix. It seemed like nobody.
Why
wants to
not?
play in
It's all
Phoenix.
nice. It's hot
Steve
outside.
Nash, Charles Barkley,
Yeah.
Amari Stoudemire, Shaq.
Yeah.
Great players and came from Phoenix. D'Antoni, Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it was
it
great
seemed
people
like
that came from.
Nowadays,
came
it
from
seems
Phoenix.
like I don't see
It's
nobody.
not a big enough market.
I see Booker leaving before somebody go team up.
He
with
just
him.
signed a
He just signed
5-year
a contract,
Supermax.
max.
So
So yeah, he
how
got a
that
while.
goes.
He can't resign.
We'll see how that goes.
He'll be in his prime though, so he might leave because
Yo,
that'll be in his prime.
not to interrupt, but Kay, did you just drink something? You just took a little shot?
Yeah, I took a little sip.
You a little thirsty?
I took a little sip.
Just a little sip?
Just a little sip.
Oh, yeah, I think it's about time for that sipping tea.
Okay, y'all. Well, today we're gonna talk about Tristan Thompson for a little while. Again, he was put on blast for sliding in a DM, put a little purple heart under. I mean, she was 17. She's a 17.
He R. Kelly?
Yeah, he's a 17. She's a 17-year-old fashion blogger from. She don't look 17 now. She looked 30
That's a
ish. She looked 30. She put him on blast. She said he's not the only one, not the only basketball player, but she just wanted to show Khloe Kardashian that Tristan Thompson.
That's so petty.
Yeah, it was petty. It was very petty. It was for some clout.
She's 17
Yeah,
for real.
she's 17 for
She
real.
did that for
That's
clout.
terrible.
She
That's
did that for clout.
she crazy.
That was clout
So she
chase
didn't
right
chase.
there.
She should have chased that
I don't
bag.
blame her,
I
though.
don't, she ain't.
I don't blame her.
Nah, she should have
But
chased that bag. I would have
That's
like.
crazy.
I would have sent them 3, 4, 5 purple hearts right back. Hey.
You still with Brittany.
What else?
So, Tristan Thompson. So he's back at it again.
Back at it again. He's the problem, and of course, you know the 17-year-old girl looked like his baby mama and Jordy Woods, and not like Khloe again. Again.
He did
He
it
got
to
a type.
me.
That's a lot of tea, man. That's too much tea to sip.
That's too much. Damn, bro. All right, anything else for us, Britt?
Nah, nothing else. We gotta wait that. The rest of it at the live show on Saturday.
Ooh, live show. It's been a lot going on. So right now, man, we've been drinking some bold liquor the whole night. But we need a bold statement from King Cater.
Y'all know playoffs coming up, right?
Oh yeah,
Playoff and NBA playoffs is coming up.
best time of the year.
8 games left.
Yeah.
Regular season, 8 games left.
Couple games.
And you know, every season, it's always a team that's just upset.
Mhm.
Always a team upset. Look at my team last year, out
Yeah.
the first round. 2 for 17. Y'all remember the 2 for 17?
And he looking like that again too.
2 for 17. Paul George. Not last night though.
He had a good game last night. Oh yeah.
Harden syndrome. You know what
2 for 17.
Yeah, 2 for
We
17.
went out bad against the Jazz. So my
Great
bold
team.
statement is coming with the NBA playoffs this year. If the NBA playoffs started right now, the 4th and 5th seed on the East would be the Boston Celtics at number 5. I mean at number 6.
Number 5.
4th and 5th. Number 5. My bad. 4th and 5. Boston Celtics number 5.
And who would have number 4? Who would see each other in the first round?
I think it just went up since the last time we talked. That's crazy how the NBA changing, right?
Yeah.
It was the Boston Celtics and the Pacers. Now, Brooklyn Nets had the Boston just won, so the Brooklyn they in the 4th seed now. So now Indiana is in the 3rd seed.
Okay.
Indiana in the 3rd?
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
means Philly dropped down to 4?
Nah, Philly at number 2.
No, Toronto at number 2.
Nah, Toronto. Oh, I'm tripping. My bad. It's still Boston and
it's the Remy and the
Nah, I didn't
Ain't
scroll
no
down.
telling.
I didn't scroll down, so my bad. So yeah, my bold statement's still there.
Okay.
My bold statement's still there.
Come on, man.
So I got the Boston Celtics versus the Indiana Pacers.
At the 5 seed versus the Pacers at the 4 seed.
The Indiana Pacers will win that series.
Ooh, that's a bold statement.
And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, though. The Indiana Pacers been hooping. Because they got a team full of role players that can ball.
Yes.
Sabonis, Tyreek, Mathis. They got a whole, they got a whole bunch of role players that can ball. And you know what Boston got? A team full of role players and Kyrie.
I'm going to take it a step further. Boston got Brad Stevens. But the Pacers got Nate McMillan.
Nate McMillan's a good coach.
Great coach.
He's
Great
a good
coach.
coach. And
Just
so
ain't
is
got no
Brad
ring.
Stevens.
But for your bold statement,
I think the Boston Celtics, if the NBA started today, right now, the Boston Celtics would lose to the Indiana Pacers right now.
How many games?
It'll go to 7.
It'll go to 7?
Going 7.
It'll go to 7. So that means
It'll go to
Indiana
7.
Indiana win all their home games.
Indiana, it's tough to.
Last
Last year, when the Cavs they went to 7 with Indiana, that's that same team without
Victor
Oladipo,
Oladipo, yeah.
but they got Tyreek Evans.
What's your opinion?
And Tyreek Evans looking like a miniature Harden out there last night at the game I watched last night. He been hooping.
The Indiana
That's my bold
Pacers, since losing Victor Oladipo, I want to say
Victor Oladipo,
22-8 or something like that. I can't remember. They've been very good. The Boston Celtics seem like they can't get it together. They haven't been able to get together all season. They play better with Kyrie off the court, and I've been arguing my homie down all year long, like, nah, Kyrie. But they play better without Kyrie, and that's because Jason Tatum is a number 1 option. He's a number 1 option. He don't know what to do as a number 2 option. He don't know what to do. He be out there lost. He need the ball in his hand. And until them two gel, every time Kyrie talking about the young guy he's talking about is Jason Tatum. Like, the young guy he's talking about is Jason Tatum.
So what you saying is you agree with my bold statement?
I agree. I believe that in 7, the Boston Celtics can lose. They do have Kyrie, who has a lot of experience, and Indiana Pacers aren't as experienced.
So, Brittany.
But with home court advantage, you win them games at home, Indiana Pacers, they can win in 7.
But it's tough to win in the TD Garden, too.
It's tough to win in the Garden. But they don't. If they win all 4 at home, they fine.
Right.
But check it. I want to know more about this inside information. So these young players aren't just looped in with Marcus Smart and Scary Terry and Jalen. You know what I'm saying?
Brown.
Kyrie Irving and
so it's Tatum.
Scary Terry. They're rarely on the floor together, so they don't play together too often. And Marcus Smart. Well, he ain't no competition for Kyrie. He ain't no competition for Kyrie. He's a good defender, but Jason Tatum can be the franchise if they wanted him to be. He could be a star. Like,
Marcus Smart need to chill out.
I think it's a lot of jealousy.
Smart's a problem. But you know what I just got out of that whole thing? Damn, it seems like the Celtics going through the same shit the Lakers going through.
Yeah.
Basically, young cats trying to overtake the old cats.
I don't understand
why
why they should just stay together in Cleveland.
But anyways, I feel like, God dang,
you can't put
Kyrie, LeBron together.
It can happen. That is one free agent that I can see going to LA over the offseason. I think he's gonna go to New York or the Nets because they both got money.
I can see him going to the Lakers.
But I just, for some reason,
being our closer, the closer we need, Kyrie.
He just kind of like I don't think he will go back just because he's gonna feel like
I'm just saying that shouldn't even be.
He'll feel like he crawling back to LeBron type thing.
I don't feel like that. It's another year. I mean, think about it.
Yeah, he want to be his. I can see him team up with KD before he go back to LeBron.
LeBron without Kyrie. Yeah, you made it to the finals last year and got swept in the East. You went to the West without Kyrie. You didn't even make the playoffs.
Didn't even make the playoffs. Kyrie can at least say he in the playoffs rather than.
Come on now.
But you got to take it even back further. When he didn't have Kyrie, when Kyrie was still a baby, he went to the finals without a Kyrie.
He got swept last time too.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not even bring that up.
They lost to the Warriors the first time when Kyrie got hurt.
I'm talking about when he played
for the Heat. Oh, for the Spurs. Oh, he was a baby though.
So King Kidder, your bold statement.
My bold statement stands. The Indiana Pacers, if the playoffs started today, the Indiana Pacers win in 7.
In 7. I agree.
My bold statement stands.
And I'm going to say that.
The boldest.
I'm going to say that as great as I love Nate McMillan, I still think Brad Stevens is a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
And I still think Kyrie's the best player on the court who knows how to close out a game.
They got defense, man.
So Indiana, who's going to close out that game?
Even with watching the game last night against OKC, I watched
and
that.
If I'm not
that
mistaken,
whole game.
Boston got the 4th seed, right?
No, Boston got the 5th seed.
So Indiana got the 4th
seed? Oh, yeah.
So game 7 would be.
It all depends on how a lot of it has to do with how Gordon Hayward played too.
Because
Gordon Hayward still ain't never come back.
They have defense.
That's why they win.
We went on a 24-0 run. That's the most ever in NBA history. 24-0.
Just whooped on Denver.
You know what I mean? We was down
number 2
26. That's
a
good
down
team.
26 points. Came back 24.
Yesterday? I missed all that.
A lot of action going on.
I was at the bar. I missed all that.
Hey, yo, final statements because next time we're going to see y'all, it's going to be at Zeal Talk Live. We got a chance to win 2 NBA tickets.
2,
not 1. But
you
2.
got free chicken.
Free chicken.
You got a chance to some great raffle prizes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a hell of a time. Brittany B, close us out.
Yeah, make sure y'all come through on Saturday. Come check us out. We ready. We excited. We ready to talk about sports. Y'all be there. It's going to be fun. Come try to debate me so you can lose.
And Kikita, please close us out.
I'm going to close it out just like this, man. The Philadelphia Eagles go to the Super Bowl again.
Schlape.
After being.
They ain't even gonna win the NFL NFC East.
After adding Jordan Howard, 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. For only, he's 24 years old, bro. Y'all know Jordan Howard from the Bears, right?
Blessings to my
Listen, you know what he got him for?
What they got him for? Not a second.
A 2020 6th-round draft pick.
That was good.
I mean,
how were you to go?
Robert Quinn did that for the same thing.
Yeah, we did. Robert Quinn for the same thing. Robert Quinn, that was a good pick. Robert Quinn.
He's the upgrade from your boy.
Our defense
Jay
gonna be.
Ajayi. He's a great upgrade.
We might go get Jay Ajayi though. We need a backup. I can see the college.
You want an injury-prone back?
I can see him.
Jordan Hayward. Oh my God, Jordan Howard. That was
a
great pickup.
Jordan Howard. Jai's better than him. But anyways, we gotta go, y'all. We'll see you at the live show. Thank your team. Let's hold it down. Till next week. Zeal Talk Live.